Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're planning a trip to Italy, you already know just how stressful travel planning can be, right? I mean, there are so many options, so many schedules, and just endless details to manage. Well, today, we are completely stripping away all of that stress. I'm going to give you an incredibly seamless, cost-effective guide to literally one of the most iconic journeys in all of Europe, taking the high-speed train from Venice to Rome. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First up, we're going to look at exactly why the train beats the plane, and then how to book those really cheap tickets. After that, we'll do a quick comparison of Frecciarossa and Italo, talk about navigating the actual train stations, and finally, we'll preview the absolutely stunning scenic views you'll see along the route. All right, part 1, the train versus the plane. Why the railway absolutely beats the runway for Italian travel. 3 hours and 24 minutes. When you're looking at navigating the 394 kilometers between these two massive cities, that right there is how incredibly fast a direct high-speed train can rocket you from the winding canals of Venice straight down to the ancient streets of Rome. Seriously, it's blazing fast and it really sets the stage for a perfectly paced travel day. This breakdown really highlights why flying just kind of doesn't make sense on this specific route. The high-speed train, it takes about 3.5 hours total, drops you off right in the city center, and here's the best part, there are absolutely zero luggage weight limits. Flying, sure, it looks faster when you're just looking at the airtime, but add up all those hidden time sinks, the bus transfers, getting there early to check in, waiting in security lines, and suddenly your total travel time balloons to 5 or 6 hours. The train is just direct, it's relaxed, and it's honestly far more efficient. And hey, beyond just saving your precious vacation time, the train produces just 14 grams of CO2 per passenger kilometer. Meanwhile, a short-haul flight generates a massive 255 grams. So taking the train is a huge win for eco-friendly travel. To put that into perspective, you are producing a mere fraction of the carbon emissions, all while actually enjoying a much smoother ride. It's a total no-brainer. Moving right along to section 2, how to book cheap tickets, because we all want to secure the best deals for our journey, right? Okay, there is a clear, undeniable timeline for savings here. If you book 30 or more days in advance, your economy ticket drops down to an incredible 20 to 30 euros. But wait until the last minute or the same day to book, you're looking at spending 55 to well over 90 euros for the exact same seat. Literally the exact same seat. You really have to treat this just like a flight. Book at least a month ahead of time to lock in those 20 euro fares. So to actually score those prices, here is your step-by-step game plan. Step 1, go directly to the operator websites. That's either Trenitalia.com or italotreno.it. I know third-party platforms are super tempting for comparing stuff, but they can sometimes hit you with extra service fees, so going direct is always best. Step 2, enter your specific stations. That's Venezia Santa Lucia to Roma Termini. Step 3, pick your train, your travel class, and select your seat. And finally, step 4, just pay and download the e-ticket right to your phone. There's no need to run around hunting down a printer. The conductor is literally just going to scan the digital ticket right off your screen. Super easy. Which brings us to section 3, Frecciarossa versus Italo compared. Let's talk about choosing your high-speed operator. Now, what's really interesting here is that both of these trains are phenomenally fast. I mean, they both hit top speeds of 300 kilometers per hour. But there are a few key differences you should know. Italo generally has a slightly cheaper starting economy price, coming in at around 20 euros. Meanwhile, Frecciarossa, which is operated by the national rail company Trenitalia, runs more frequent daily departures, which gives you a bit more flexibility with your schedule. Oh, and a vital detail here. If you are traveling with a Eurorail or Interrail pass, you absolutely must go with Frecciarossa because Italo does not accept them at all. When it comes to comfort, both operators use a pretty similar 4-tier travel class system. You've got your economy, an upgraded economy with maybe a little more space or a welcome snack, business class with extra wide seating, and the ultra-luxurious executive class, which even includes full meals. But honestly, for a 3.5-hour ride, the economy tiers, that's standard on Frecciarossa or smart on Italo, are perfectly comfortable. I mean, they all include free Wi-Fi and power outlets right at your seat. You really can't go wrong. All right, section 4, navigating the train stations. Let's look at exactly where you'll start and finish your journey. Your journey kicks off at Venezia Santa Lucia. And guys, picture this. You walk out the front doors of this train station and bam, you are stepping right onto the edge of the iconic Grand Canal. It is absolutely breathtaking.
This station handles about 30 million passengers a year, and honestly, it is the absolute best departure point if you are staying in the historic center of Venice.
And Santa Lucia really has everything you need for a smooth departure. They've got a deposito bagaglie, which is left luggage storage, just in case you want to drop your bags and explore a little bit more before your train leaves. It's directly connected to the Vaporetto water buses. There are plenty of self-service ticket machines, and even exclusive lounges if your ticket includes access. Basically, you can easily grab a quick espresso and just relax before boarding.
And then, a few short hours later, you arrive right here, Roma Termini. This is Rome's central station, and it is incredibly vast. It serves up to 200 million passengers annually, which easily places it among the busiest stations in all of Europe. Situated right in the Esquilino district, it truly is the ultimate gateway to the Italian capital. Now, because of its massive scale, you kind of need to know exactly what you're looking for. If you need left luggage, it's located right near Platform 24. From Termini, you have these seamless connections to both Rome Metro Lines A and B, which makes it super easy to get straight to your hotel or Airbnb. Plus, there is free Wi-Fi throughout the entire station, so you can pull up your digital maps the exact second you step off the train. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, Scenic Views Along the Route. Let's talk about what you're actually going to see from the window. You see, this journey is an experience all in itself. The geography shifts so beautifully hour by hour. As you pull out of Santa Lucia across the causeway, the sparkling Venetian lagoon just stretches out on both sides of you. By hour 1, you're speeding through the flat, rolling agricultural plains of the Po River Valley. Then, right around hour 2, the landscape dramatically transforms into those iconic Tuscan hills, complete with vineyards, tall cypress trees, and these stunning hilltop medieval towns. Finally, around hour 3.5, the Roman outskirts welcome you with striking stone pines and the ruins of ancient aqueducts. It's honestly like watching a beautiful documentary play out right outside your window. Okay, here is a critical insider tip that I absolutely have to highlight for you. Book a window seat on the right-hand side of the train, that is, when facing the direction of travel, for the absolute best Tuscan and Umbrian views. Just remembering this one tiny detail when you select your seat online is going to instantly upgrade your scenic experience for absolutely free. Seriously, write that one down. So, the crucial point here is wrapping up with these rapid-fire, highly practical tips to make sure your boarding day is totally frictionless. First, arrive 15 to 20 minutes early because Italian high-speed trains leave exactly on time. They do not wait. Check the departure boards for your platform info about 15 minutes prior to departure. Definitely download your e-ticket before you leave. Trust me, you do not want to be fighting a weak cellular signal inside a tunnel when the conductor walks by. And lastly, find your carriage number on the outside of the train first, hop on, and then locate your specific seat number. Which leaves us with just one final question. What are you most excited to see once you finally step out of Roma Termini and into Rome? You now have all the knowledge you need to book cheap tickets in advance, choose the right operator for you, and navigate these massive stations with total confidence. Your Italian adventure is ready and waiting. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy travels!